Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Be of your body and mind.
Lend me your strength.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Lord Finan! Finally here. Quick, save the Grand Craftsman. He's surrounded by enemies!
What? Protonus! Hang in there!
The rear is secured now. This is the result of your efforts?
Quit messing around. You know who we're dealing with.
Carelessness will be your downfall. Deliver. Mere child's play. A true fight between us would shatter them with the aftershocks of the
Lend me your
Who
strength.
are you?
Enough, Mike. They're trying to destroy the Holy City.
In lunar flame.
Ready for another?
Protonus!
Finan.
As for you, Mighty, if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't your responsibility...
What is that supposed to mean? Who are you implying isn't a citizen?
Don't evade the question. Aglaia told us to protect the citizens.
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and eliminate... Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition. The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance in mind, and their senses are also interlinked. You trust him that much?
Provoking your allies at such a critical juncture.
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, as the successor of Kremnos, I, Mighty, am not able to act independently on such matters. Further, enough! I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand. As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace. Aglaia told me to stay.
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What? Is that not also strange?
Well, that...
What is it, outsider? Do you fear the Lance of Fury's raging flames?
Avoid getting too serious with Mighty, because he means every word he says.
That is true. Of this. What is it, outsider?
Avoid getting too...
That is true.
What a mess. Yes, Treeby acted with this is Marmorial Market, the most... But now, our backup is here.
Lord Finan and the two guests, welcome to Akama.
When I heard your footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter before my heroic journey had even begun. Miss Casterus?
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun. But today, Lord Finon.
Well, if the Mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna live through this
Well, that isn't for me to decide. All I can do is clear dear guests. If you would, I'd like you to and kindly keep 5 paces distance. In the face of death, strife will also cause hesitation to arise. I am the shadow of death. There are also some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
The scent of blood. Are you an attendant of the hand?
No, I'm no.
You can try to avoid and hide it. Akama. Chrysos heirs.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher. How much can we trust the however?
Come to arms.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Be of your body and mind. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame. Nowhere to run.
Yeah. Lend me your strength. Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
As you wish.
Lady Aglaya once said that your time is extremely valuable and shouldn't be wasted on unnecessary. I have the power to lay them to rest.
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go.
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly to
Miss Casterus, why aren't you joining?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers, although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number.
I understand.
There is no need for worry. As Lady Aglaya instructed, no civilian.
Do excuse my impropriety. Well then, I'll see you later, Miss Casterus.
Then, could you all quietly leave?
Memorial Palace, the Lance of Fury, Nikador. They're all there in the distance. That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and out. My limbs trembled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the ground. I could hear nothing. Fear. This is why the Strife Titan is revered. If a warrior can face the— You too. If you wish to retreat. Looks like the both of you have indeed braved many dangers. Trail? What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds there must also be a Titan which is revealed. There's no need to further confirm your result. Let's get going. Then stand with me and become— Deathly silence is the proud resonance of Nikador's war drums. Behind this watery veil awaits the arena of conflict. Stay strong! Recall your convictions and everything you hold dear. If you can't do that, then think of death. For doing so might actually keep you alive. Careful! You look different from what I remember. Weaker. So, more distorted?
May the foul stench just be of your body and on the truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Lend me your strength.
Later, moonlight, all will be revealed in lunar flame.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Ready for death.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Yeah. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Nowhere to turn.
Commencing supply. Ready for another?
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Set aside all distracting thoughts. Speak! I shall withstand their wrath!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Nowhere to turn.
You have the upper hand. Enemy data's network is activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Stand down.
May the foul stench just be quick time to cleanse the filth. The true everything in this world is bleeding. This battle is unavoidable. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Not good. Ready for another? Lend me your strength.
God! Shall extinguish your core flame, Titan!
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Be of your body and mind. Enemy turn. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated.
This is not the true Nikador, just one of his many godly forms. The core flame isn't here. New allies of Okima, welcome to Amphoreus. While this welcome banquet is far from elegant, it has helped to remove any misgivings that we had. From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests of the Holy City and of the Chrysos as... Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not blind. On the contrary, I can see much more than the typical person. Those with golden blood always have something extraordinary about them. For me, it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips. Just like how at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current that pleases my skin.
A manifestation of Nikador. Could it be that my trial has not arrived yet?
By following the threads of fate, you have begun to write the opening chapter of your story. How do you feel?
Well, truth be told, I don't feel any different. I anticipated a greater challenge. When Trienne followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Naturally. We have long foreseen this attack and didn't intend... After Nikador succumbed to madness, their fortress disappeared into the fog, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out of character and attacked Akima of their own accord, then the Holy City shall also uncover their hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
What an intricate plan indeed. I gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphoreus to our allies. However, given that Akima has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaya, would you mind taking care of this?
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will naturally take care of you as well. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance.
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
Now then, where should we begin? Beacon of the Trailblaze. No problem. Go ahead. What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause, but please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you. The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so... This is a good place for our chat. Both of you are new here, so it's only natural to be confused about the prophecy, titans, and Chrysos heirs that have been mentioned in passing. But I'd like you to learn about Amphoreus' history before I tell you more. The bath sprites are excited to begin. This bath contains spirit water that has been blessed by the Ocean Titan. It can guide you back into the distant past. Go ahead, step in, and listen to what the comforting ripples have to say. If it'll make you feel better, I can avert my gaze. Quiet your thoughts. Feelings are far more honest than words and can better satisfy your curiosity. Close your eyes and feel the warm ripples of water embrace you. Feel the delivery of this account from the seas. The spirit water shall show you Amphoreus' distant and recent past.
Before everything began, the world was in chaos. 3 gods conceived space, time, and laws, laying down the cornerstones of life for all beings. 3 more gods formed the skies, the earth, and the ocean, creating a nursery for the seedlings of life to mature. Then came Kephalu, throne of worlds, and the father of all people. They walked the face of the earth, delighted by the creations of their fellow gods, though also lamenting at the bare solitude of the gods. And so, they made clay figures in their likeness, and allowed their golden blood to course through these creations. The wise Circes soon came forth and peeled open fruits from a flowering tree, granting reason to these clay beings. Curiosity propelled the dignified Nestia to confer upon them an eye for beauty and a desire for love. With that, the first humans were born. In this fleeting golden age, all forms of life thrived and civilizations sprouted one after the other. Disasters and suffering were unheard of in this world, not until the 3 calamities fell upon the world: trickery, strife, and death. Their descent burst open the short period of prosperity, as though it were nothing more than a dewdrop. Fear permeated every corner of the world like a plague, inebriating mankind far more easily than ambrosia. The wrath of the gods enveloped the earth and hid the firmament in shadows, ensnaring every living being. The divine...
Is something wrong? The sprite is only halfway through the story, but I seem to be detecting some... I see. Perhaps the narration isn't engaging enough, or that's fine. We can try a different approach. You'll be... Take my suggestion, bath sprites. Please narrate the story in a style that this guest prefers.
Okie doke. Make yourself comfortable. Hey! No butting in! Class is still on. Amphoreus started off the 3 Fate Titans wrote laws to govern the world. Another 3 Foundation Titans created the earth, ocean, and skies. And a different 3 Creation Titans, but 3 baddie Titans soon snuck in, bringing a terrible, horrible... So, the Titans got angry, and no one was willing to give in. Their followers then decided to tripartite prophecy says there is assemble a band of heroes powerful enough to take on the 12 Titans and reignite their core flame. We know this band of heroes by a certain name. Any guesses? That's right! The Chrysos Heirs! So, here's the takeaway. Eat well and train well, so you can...
Is something else wrong? Is that so? Looks like you're a bit hard to please. Rough patch. I seem to hear a note of pity in that question. Perhaps you... I suppose the things that are common are... We can move on to the problem at hand, now that both of you have some Please, give me a moment. The way up from here leads to a bath that the Council granted exclusively to the Chrysos heirs. I'm willing to make an exception, considering your guests from beyond the sky. But if I were to bring both of you in at once, I'd be blatantly disrespecting our traditions. You have a very considerate partner. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable, then close your eyes. I won't force you, but people hope to regard one another with... Thank you. You can also move a little to your left. The water is warmer. Now place your left hand onto the bench. Lift up your arm with your palm facing forward and part your fingers. Yes, you're doing great. All right. It's about time I formally introduce myself. I am Aglaya the Gold Weaver, Dressmaster of Akima, and one of the Chrysos heirs of Amphoreus. The trust placed in me is how I came to lead the Chrysos heirs in our mission today. My duty may be to weave lavish robes, but I most enjoy coming to these baths in my personal time. Garments are shields, after all, hiding both our bodies and what we truly think. This place, though, is where we can drop our cloaks of pretense. For the waters shall bring us closer together. You can open your eyes now. Look, we are joined together now. You're not wrong to think of it that way. The golden threads of Nestia entwine us, capable of sensing even the slightest quiver. You will learn the truth about this world from me, and in return, I ask for you to promise me something. Fulfill this pact between us, and you can expect your journey on Amphoreus to be free of troubles. You learned the legends of Amphoreus from those bath sprites a while ago. But that was a sanitized version that spared you from the harsh and bitter realities of our history. The pantheon of titans that once ruled our world has become the very affliction that eats away at Amphoreus. An unfathomable power changed something within most of these titans, inducing their rage and madness. Amphoreus has since fallen into eternal night, the black tide engulfing our world. Akima is now the only city to still receive light. And we owe it to Kefali's protection. The Chrysos heirs gathered here are Amphoreus' only hope. People hail us as heroes, as protectors, and as deliverers. They are counting on us to vanquish the Titans, reclaim their core flames, topple them from their thrones, and take their authority for ourselves. It is only upon reclaiming all core flames that the miracle of Genesis can reveal itself, granting a new lease on life to this broken world. This is Amphoreus' flame-chased journey. A band of heroes dedicated to slaying the gods and reclaiming the 12 core flames for the world to start over anew. With the end times before us, we are expected to lead all of our people toward the summit. Akima needs as many allies as possible to aid. The two of you may be just the reinforcements that the Chrysos heirs have been waiting for. If I'm putting my hopes in the wrong place, so be it. But for Amphoreus, I am willing to take the chance. I have laid my heart bare. And in return, I just want you to make a single promise. Promise me to never tell the people of Akima about the worlds beyond the sky, no matter what may happen. Akima is approaching its end. I do not wish to give my people false hope. Not when we've been badly scarred by it before. Can you promise me that? Thank you. The agreement between us is now complete. I apologize if this ritual upset you, but I hope you understand. I had no other choice. As much as I am interested to hear your story, I'm afraid I've already taken up too much of your time. Mr. Dunhung's worrying has created ripples in the water. Why don't the both of you tour our holy city? See how our people make ends meet in this difficult time. Why don't you and Mr. Dunhung?
conditions. possessions.
I saw.
To me, true eternity.
There seems to be a new show at the bats today.
You are... Oh, are you the warriors that followed... Thank goodness. I hear you're both exceptional. Nothing has been going right these days.
Not with human effort, of course.
High Priest Treeby.
Huh? When we all arrived in Akama? Maybe... Not at all! We have lots of priests here, but why don't you both try chanting? Oh! You got it on the first...
Miracle. A miracle fresh from the oven.
That's okay. There are many others like you. It just me. Ooh, you met Aggie, right? How did your chat go? Really? That's pretty impressive. You know, we are pretty certain there's more to your sudden arrival to Akama. And Treeby has never seen a priest achieve resonance with Ornyx, but with this, you should be able to clear any obstacle when traveling. Oh, right! We came by to check if you have teleslates with you. It'll be a lot easier to get around Akama with them. Yeah! We knew it! There are also Yanisopolis priests beyond the beyond Akama. Like the city you're from. Let's see. This looks different, but it works more... All set! Did you think we were some bat? You can also use any currency you have on you. Not if it's just the two of you. Okay, time to get back to work.
A miracle fresh from the oven!
My amulet is missing.
worldly possessions.
Does it really work?